Kidd Brewer Stadium in beautiful Boone, North Carolina. Saturday afternoons, the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Kodiaks and the Appalachian State Mountaineers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Kidd Brewer Stadium at App State is one of the most exciting stadiums in the country. 30,000 strong, the Rock gets rocking. It is the highest college football stadium on the east end of the Mississippi. It opened in 1962 and saw a $50 million expansion in 2020. The Rock gets loud. That's why App State is so tough at home. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
What a great job by the defense understanding where they're on the field. Listen, the wide side of the field is this way. They're going to try to run that sweep, identifying it, flying like madmen to the football, just understanding speed and space. I got to be ready for that, and they will.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Off-play action. Right side, it's Frazier. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And the Kodiaks line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes the catch at the 35. Working his way on the return up to the... yard line before he stopped. So Appalachian State's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And we'll be seeing plenty of Jakari Lewis. This guy's seen just about everything in his career, a veteran presence that they believe is going to be a force in this offense. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quick give, it's Lewis. Hit and stopped right there, not much on that pickup.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy, let him see what he can do, and when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
It's so hard to tackle these fast guys in the open field. And you see when you duck your head and you're going to try to hit somebody, you can't see him anymore. Ducks his head a little bit. Next thing you know, broken tackle, guys getting extra yards.
Fresh set of downs going up top. It's complete to the left. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Cuts it upfield. It's Lewis. Turning it on. And you got to get hats around this dude. He finds the crease. He's down to the 27. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? There's some daylight. There's some room. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Mountaineers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Quarterback changing the play. They believe they can run right here. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Lewis. Driven back.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. That they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Kodiak's offense heads out to open this possession. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Caught on the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Looking to pass. It's Powers. Rush is on. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And it's the Kodiaks will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Trying to get started. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Running inside, it's Lewis. Pass to 6. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the 2nd drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. Really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority.
Snags it, and he's open. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And the Mountaineers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking for space. It's Lewis. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
They'll ride him again. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. He's picked up 49 yards for him on the ground now. What a first quarter for this guy.
Hey, you could see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
Moves to his right. And into the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
There's a couple of ways to deal with quarterbacks that can run like that so well. QB contain. Keep those ends outside and wide. Keep them in the pocket. And put a spy on it. Put a guy in the middle of the field who's really fast that has the ability to go get them.
And he surges across the line. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
Didn't help themselves much on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 20. A run for the quarterback. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Back to pass, it's Powers. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached a break, and Appalachian State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. On the draw, it's Frazier. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. In the backfield, it's Haynes. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
And this defense, they were ready for that third down. That you could tell they smelt the option coming. Did a great job. Aggressive. Downhill. Went and got it. Got the tackle for a loss. Forcing the fourth down.
Catches it at the 15. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Straight ahead, it's Lewis. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Second down, going to throw it. Got his man on the right. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation. A beautiful throw out in front of the target.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Gets rid of it. Out wide right, it's Edwards. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
He's piled up 65 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. The Mountaineers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Right back to the well. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
And the Mountaineers getting set on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lewis. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. The Mountaineers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The RPO, fire complete to the left. First catch of the season for this highly talented wide receiver. And man, their fans have been hungry to see that. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Looking to get it in. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They just handed the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no mas, get it together.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
They've relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. They're going to run it. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. With an update on that, let's check in with Holland.
Hey guys, on the Kodiak sideline right now. During that last drive, their starting quarterback set a new school record for passing yards, and the sideline made sure to celebrate him. There is so much energy, enthusiasm. They're patting him on the back, patting him on the helmet, guys. He's had to leave his helmet on because he's getting so much love and congratulations. We'll see if he can go back out there and make even more history here today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been
Shakes a man, and he might take off. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. They've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. Under pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. We'll see how aggressive they are trying to put up points before the break. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. 2nd and long here. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Keeping his eyes downfield. He's not afraid to go deep. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Finds his target. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Timeout is called. They let it get down to 3 seconds before stopping the clock, and they'll have a chance to put points up before the break. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. He splits the uprights. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. And the Kodiaks will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. The Kodiaks offense heads out to open this possession. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Pulls it and fires to the left. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Trying to escape and get it himself. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And it's the Kodiaks are marching down the field.
Ready, go! Ready,
Sets his feet. It's Powers. Oh, pressure's coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And we've got a man down shaking up on the play. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Right side, it's Haynes. Open space at the 25. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. The run inside, it's Frazier. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On third down, here's Frazier. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Right down the boulevard.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the return, it's Ashley. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Appalachian State comes out onto the field to get the drive started. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Stepping to the right. He's going to take off. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Well, this quarterback's athleticism, I think, makes it a little bit easier for you as a head coach when you decide to go for it on 4th down, because if it's not there to throw the ball, his athleticism can just take over. He can go get it himself and keep the drive alive. Really nice job that time by the QB.
He's got 99 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day. Rides to the back. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Hauls it in. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. And the Mountaineers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Hits inside, it's Lewis. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Never a doubt for this big... Wide receiver going in motion. Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Hits the hole. It's Lewis. Smashes ahead. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. They'll give it to him again. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these 2 guys. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Pulls it on the option. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Reels it in. He will not get it. Turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. He spun that wheel of fortune by Chad. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. So thanks to the defense, they take over, big lead in hand, and an opportunity to run this clock out if they so choose. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
They found a little open space. Unfortunately, it was in the wrong direction. 2nd and long coming up. He'll keep it himself. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And the QB leaves the...
The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Drop immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Made a defender miss. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. And the Mountaineers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack. Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Bob.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
They're wanting to pile up some extra points. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.